session, you guys all arrived in Tibet. You walked around this village that I'm not going to be able to pronounce again. And you met with sort of their leader, their shaman.
The chief.
Yeah, the Bon Shaman. And you decided that you were going to head up to this temple monastery near the just a little bit north of the village proper. You were starting to go there during the middle of the night when you heard this strange, monstrous screaming in the dark. And Jack,
And like idiots, we continued on.
shot something.
I'll be right back.
And then it practically melted his eardrums.
And then, yes, it tried to blow out his eardrums. And early the next morning, you guys reached the gates of this temple and found the doors all torn apart and broken open. And let's see. I'm gonna, if you guys can go on to roll 20, I'm gonna show you a map of this monastery.
Okay.
So you should see that.
What about the X-ray vision version too?
Yeah.
So looks pretty simple. I mean, so I guess this is the way in,
Yes.
and then this is the main
Courtyard.
chamber, character courtyard,
Yeah.
and then these are room. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So I guess we're right over here. Do you want us to put tokens out or what?
Nope. This is just so you can kind of know where I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right. So this is Shukpa Monastery. It's a Buddhist temple. Nobody knows Buddhist, so anybody who wants
No,
to
but-
can roll an occult check and see if they know anything about it,
Okay.
if they so wish to.
Oh yay, occult, something I know very little about.
That would be absolutely nothing that I
Yeah, you-
know about this
Nada.
monastery.
It's a place.
It is a place, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got that much from my roll.
All right. So when you first walk in past these broken gates, the first thing that jumps out to you is that despite the arid ruggedness of the mountainside, this little courtyard seems to defy all rules of logic, and there are trees growing from the ground, and flowers, and a little pond with some fish swimming around in it.
So there's fish in the pond?
There's some fish, yeah, like some koi fish and stuff like that. Very, shimmering orange beneath the tops of you can see beneath the water.
Does it look well kept up?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any real evidence of damage inside of this courtyard.
Right. Or that it's been abandoned for any.
Oh, that's been. I mean, you see, even just standing there, you see monks walking about.
Oh.
Oh, so it's a working monastery.
it's working.
So there are
Okay.
people in there. All
There are
right.
people there, yes.
But the gates that we walked through look like they were torn open?
Yes, like we're torn open. But there's no
Can we
damage.
And do these people look like they're concerned about that in any way?
No.
No.
If they're concerned about it, they're not showing it.
So
right.
Sydney wants to go over and examine this gate and see if she can kind of get an idea of what kind of force what kind of force it would take to rip the hinges off? Like, are these like dormitory hinges that I could probably break, or are they like massive iron, type of things?
All right. We'll
Something
roll.
something you would need a wrecking crane for.
Yeah, make an idea roll.
An idea roll. Okay. That's not a skill.
No, it's intelligence.
Yeah, just intelligence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good at that.
Yeah. You would guess it would take a tremendous amount of force to force the doors open.
Okay.
The hinges are thick and heavy. Probably.
What are the doors made of?
They're made of
Wood?
Wood. They're made of thick wood.
Yeah.
They're easily a hand's thickness.
Oh wow.
But you can tell that it was barred just by like a piece of wood, as like a
Or like a
barricade.
2x4.
Yeah. So it wasn't a complex latch holding it secured,
Okay.
but for the doors to be torn off hinges would take effort. All right. So
Okay.
in this courtyard, to the top of the screen, to the left of the gates, are these sort of stone circular devices, and to the right is sort of a pit dug into the earth. And then, of course, far to the opposite side of the courtyard is a stone building with very clean carvings. Can't even see seams between the stones, and it seems almost as though the building is moving into the mountain. So it's
Can
dug out of the stone.
about how old is this monastery?
If you had to guess, it's pretty old.
Okay. Could I do a little bit more than just a guess?
You can make a history roll.
Oh yay. No, there's. I'm actually okay. Wow. Yeah.
All right. It's
Hard.
definitely over a century old, maybe close to 2 centuries.
Okay. So, but not like Ming Dynasty or ancient China.
No, it's
just
not. It's not
relatively
ancient.
modern.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Did the professor come with us?
No, he's
was
back
still
in
in the-
camp.
Yep.
Yeah, I seem to think that he had stayed behind.
Yeah. He did not know
That's
that
a
you guys were
shame.
even heading to the monastery.
Oh, that's right. We kind of just left in the middle of the night, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he was going to. If it wasn't for soothing it over with him, he was ready to take us back in chain or back in shackles for murder.
Yeah, yeah, I do recall that. I guess I'd like to approach one of these monks.
Okay.
Whichever monk it looks like I would be.
Do you speak Mandarin?
Interrupting the least. Well, no, but I'm going to see if any of them speak English.
The nearest one to you seems to be tending one of the gardens,
Right.
watering some of the flowers and trimming back some of the bushes so they don't become overgrown.
Yeah,
When you
I'll
start
approach
talking,
him.
you start talking to him, he just looks at you and starts speaking in a language you don't understand.
Yeah. Does anyone here speak English? English?
I speak Mandarin.
You speak Mandarin?
Yeah, Sydney speaks Mandarin. She's
Oh, well,
fluent.
well,
That's
you
what
can
I'm
talk to the
wondering.
guy then.
Okay, what would you like me to say to him?
I'd like to know why. I'd like to know what damaged the doors.
Okay.
I mean, I kind of think I know the answer, but
So I I walk up to him and I weigh, and I say ni hao, and I ask him in Mandarin what happened with the monastery door,
All right. Well
the
then, roll
gate.
roll Mandarin.
Okay, I'm fluent. I have a 50 in it, so okay.
He kind of looks at you, confused. But since Anson started speaking to him first, he goes, English? English?
Oh, he does speak English. There you go.
And
Yes, Doug.
he seems to smile and then runs off towards the building at the far end of the courtyard.
Okay.
And he emerges, he runs into a set of double doors and emerges just a moment later with an older man who calmly walks up to greet you and says, in almost perfect English, "Welcome to Shukpat Monastery."
Ooh, would I know the name of the monastery? Would I recognize it in my travels or studies?
Um, let's see. Probably
Hello?
not.
Okay.
Did I do an archaeology check on that?
Or I could do history, or I could do something else.
You can do history. You can do anthropology.
Okay, I'll do history because I actually have
Do I
that.
have
Oh well.
anthropology? No, I don't.
You don't. Cindy, you do not recognize the name.
Got it.
I was. We noticed that your door seems to be damaged by something. What
Effed up.
caused that damage?
Oh, he just kind of smiles at you. It's nothing.
It's an awful tough
Nothing?
nothing.
Okay.
It was. We had a very bad storm. Wasn't prepared.
I see. Listen, we came up into this area of your world here, um, trying to find out what happened to a colleague of ours. You
Oh,
wouldn't have happened to have met a man named Samuel Avery, would you have? Would he have stopped in here?
Bought melon and some tomatoes, both for price, and they paid through Venmo.
the name
Just
Samuel
the back
Avery
tomatoes, the
sounds familiar.
12.50.
He would have been, I believe, studying
Yes,
monasteries such as this one.
yes.
It's possible.
And we believe he was at this part of the world. Is he?
Watermelon.
I think I know the answer to this one too, but can I use psychology to see if he's being purposely evasive here?
Yes, you can make a psychology roll.
All right.
Uh,
You gotta be kidding me. it's gonna be like this today. Okay.
Jeez. Yeah.
12.50.
he just
Hey Derek,
smiles
you know
at
we
you.
can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
I guess get my bad rolls out of the way now so that
That's true.
yeah. Um well I would like to I imagine visitors to your monastery are fairly uncommon, seeing as isolated as it is.
Yes, visitors come every once in a while, but we don't get them too often.
What was the last time you had a visitor from America or Europe?
The West.
Yeah, the West, yes.
Not too long ago, he had stayed some time in one of our little, you would call them little huts. They're called tashas, but they're the huts that circle this temple.
I see. And What did he do while he was here? Was he studying anything in particular or
Uh, no,
asking any particular type of questions?
he was observing us. He wanted to see the day-to-day life of the monks here.
I see. How long did he stay for, do you recall?
Hmm. I don't remember. Uh, hmm. He was very close to a monk who's no longer available.
Hmm. What do you mean by no longer available?
Well,
Did he leave or?
yes, we there are times where monks leave to go into the world, to leave the monastery for a short time to explore themselves, to explore the world around them, to attain
Can I
enlightenment.
can I look at the door to see like how it broke?
Let's see. What kind of roll would need to make? Yeah, you can look at it. And make an intelligence roll.
Good thing I'm good at those.
Um, you would be able to see that the doors were sort of forced open, um, and torn away from their hinges.
Yeah, looking at this store, it don't look like no storm caused this break.
Huh. To be honest, I didn't see it happen.
It looks like it was forced by something.
That's silly.
Maybe
Listen,
There's,
how much contact do you have with the village nearby here?
oh, the
Are you?
the Bon Shaman would come for a visit, maybe every few weeks. Um, Obviously, we have to get some supplies, so we send messengers out, and some of the local youth bring us meats and things like that that we cannot grow in our gardens.
I see.
if
So
I
you,
offer you something, would you be willing to let us investigate the temple? Maybe there might be an intruder within.
Oh, you don't have to offer anything. You're a guest. Guests are welcome.
Hmm.
Just please don't damage anything, especially the
we
booties.
appreciate your hospitality.
Of course. And he leads you
Uh,
towards the
Oh,
building.
do you mind if I take photographs?
Oh no. Um, just make sure you ask anyone before you photograph them.
I
But
will.
the
I will.
monastery itself, of course, you can photograph.
so Sydney wants to head to the north part and look at the prayer wheels
Okay.
and see what see what they're set for. Like are they predicting anything? Do I need to roll something for that?
I
Um,
I got a cult. I can assist in that.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got a 5 in occult, so if you've got better, maybe I should assist you.
I got what's it called? 45.
Okay, so maybe you should do that and I assist you.
How do I roll with a bonus die?
it's
So
the
you roll the
other,
purple die,
and you get.
so you made a hard success.
Yes. So the prayer wheels, like I said, they look like there's like a concrete wheel on the ground, And then suspended above it is another concrete circle with little etchings in it, in the vertical circle. And the whole thing is filled with water.
If you
And
could remind me,
they're suspended by wood, like wood beams. So they're not magically floating or anything like that.
Oh, okay. That would have been a dead giveaway that something was going on.
I think there might be something occult happening here.
Yeah, something. Okay, so they're not.
Oh, and it looks like they can be moved. They can be the vertical wheels can be spun.
Yeah, because they're prayer wheels. They're designed for. Okay, so I'm gonna go take over a look at the incense.
All right. I'm just going to let you know that the old man is kind of starting to seem like he's getting winded following you around the courtyard.
Really?
Yeah, he's in good shape, but he's still an old man.
Okay.
But he follows you without complaint.
Okay, good. How recent? Looking at the brazier the incense was in, how recently does it look like it was used?
Probably the previous evening, relatively recently.
So maybe they were. Well, I can't say it with the guy around here, so I guess I'll wait until he takes us inside and we have a moment and I can say.
Okay.
Because what I want to say is, it looks like maybe they were summoning something.
I would like to take my turn at examining the door.
Okay.
Sure.
I would just like to try and determine if I'm even able to, whether it looks more like it was forced open. Like, let me take a look at this map again. Like pushed open from the inside, or ripped open from the outside.
Oh, then you can make your intelligence roll.
Okie dokie. Let's see if I can actually make a roll today. Oh my goodness, I did.
Oh, good job.
It definitely looks like it was broken from the top first down the middle. Like it was pulled down from the outside.
Okay, so something ripped it open to get in.
Yeah. It didn't open against its hinges. It opened with the hinges. Like the doors normally swing outwards.
Yeah, I noticed that on the map.
That's the way.
Could
So
I
something
try
ripped them
making
open
a
from
track
outside.
roll to see if I can find a trail within the temple?
I will aid you because I also have tracking.
Yeah.
My tracking skill is. Oh, my track is only 10%, but.
That's okay. My track is 50.
There you go.
All right.
Cool. You got a success.
Yeah. It's quick. You eked out that success.
Yeah.
You don't notice much foot traffic aside from what's on the pathways.
So it has to be hiding somewhere in here.
If something came in, it followed the pathways, so it wasn't going to disturb any of the grass or the flowers or the trees.
So it would have had to have known its way around.
Correct.
Okay.
And doesn't seem to have caused any sort of
Can I go
commotion
into
amongst the monks.
2?
What was that? I didn't hear what you asked.
I was gonna go into the room 6-2.
Yeah, that's where
That's
the
where-
old man wants to lead you guys. So he invites.
That's the
you
main
inside.
prayer room.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see, I have a description.
Just
Alright.
have my gun
Why not?
on me.
All right, so this rectangular room, it's a hall. You can obviously see that there's tables and benches and chairs set up. There are murals over all the walls depicting Buddha and doing various mythical things. I don't know.
Mythical or mystical?
Mystical. I don't know Buddhism
Okay.
enough to be able to describe what's in each one of these.
Okay.
Should I do an occult roll on it?
I'm going to ask you
Well, you-
not to, because
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
don't
be able
have an answer.
He wouldn't be able to
Alright.
answer you.
It's
It
okay.
looks Buddhist-y.
I'll refrain.
At the bottom of this room is a gold Buddha statue
Ooh.
on a raised
Like-
dais.
Like plated gold or solid gold?
Looking at it, you can't tell.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna take a guess and say it's probably plated because
Hold on, let
Otherwise,
me
that'd be a whole
take
lot
a
of
look
gold.
at my skills real quick.
Do you have a praise?
I have a 45 in it.
Yeah, hey.
Well, feel free.
I guess I.
You can always make a roll. All right.
Huh.
Just looking at it, since you were told not to touch any of the Buddha statues, so taking a very close look, it seems to be solid. Doesn't seem to be plated at all.
wow.
Oh, wow. Talk about worth your weight in gold. Hmm.
So this looks like a place of worship.
Yeah, but a solid gold Buddha statue, that's got to be worth, it's got to be worth the gross domestic product of a small country.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
but
at least. It's gotta be.
honestly,
worth
if the
at least
gold
30
is
grand.
available to them easily, and I don't know whether this is an area of the world where gold is common, it's
Okay.
probably worth more, as an item of worship than it is as a big lump of precious metal.
Ow.
True. Hmm. Okay.
And no, I doubt very seriously we could carry it out with us.
Oh, I know we couldn't.
Okay, just
I mean, I could. I am a size plus build plus 1 or whatever.
no. Looking
Yeah,
at
but
that,
you don't know how much gold
you
weighs.
couldn't.
Yeah,
Even
no way.
you couldn't lift it. No,
I could try.
you could hurt yourself.
How big is the statue?
From its feet to the top of its head, it's maybe a meter, so 3 feet.
3 feet? No way you could
Oh.
lift it. No way.
That's a lot of gold.
And it's almost the same from shoulder to shoulder.
No way you could lift that.
And even
No
if
way.
even if he could lift it, there is no way he's getting past all the people with that statue. It's like, hey, I'm just taking this with me. Get him! Get him!
Yeah, if you were
I
to
think
somehow manage to
it's
steal
admirable
it,
that you're even.
you'd be able to buy a
Contemplating
couple
it.
countries.
Yeah.
The so I asked the man, how often are prayer services held in here, or worship services, or you'll have to excuse my ignorance. I know very little about Buddhism.
Well, this room is used by everyone twice a day, for breakfast and evening meals.
Any other rooms we should look at?
I mean, there are storage rooms. There's a library.
A library.
Yes.
Library. Get some forbidden knowledge.
Did Mr. Avery spend much time in your library?
He was welcome to walk the grounds as he saw fit. Again,
Huh.
he couldn't touch anything, but he was allowed to move around as he pleased. And as time went on, he was helping with some of the chores around here. So he got a
seems only right.
somewhat decent place to eat inside this room.
I see. So was he able to read or peruse any of the books in the library? Or scrolls or whatever other documents are there?
He most certainly could have. I don't know what he did on a daily basis. I couldn't tell you
I
that.
see. I would like to see this library,
All right.
if that's at all possible.
And if I may ask, who did he socialize the most with, or who did he talk with the most? Did he have a friend within the monastery, or somebody he studied or prayed with?
Yes, he prayed with a few of the monks here, but one in particular. Uh,
Ah,
you would say he wasn't necessarily Mr. Avery's teacher. I already told you how that monk is no longer within the monastery.
Ah,
But
where has he gone?
his teacher is I do not know where he left to. Just no longer here. Went to seek enlightenment.
I see.
enlightenment.
Did he leave shortly after Mr. Avery left, or
Uh,
did he
I
leave
think
before Mr. Avery left?
I think he departed before Mr. Avery went back to America.
I see.
Hold on.
But if you want to peruse our library, I don't think it will be too difficult. Um, it is a small room, so really it'd be difficult for more than one of you to go in at a time.
Oh,
Well, maybe my friend here who speaks Mandarin would have the. I don't know what types of books you have in there, but I would imagine that.
surely one of us, surely we could stand outside the door if it's such a small
Oh,
room.
of course. But realistically, only one of you will be comfortable walking in there. But the others can, of course, be in the hall.
Oh, certainly, yes.
And then, sure, there's other things you would like to see as well. And he
Okay.
leads you.
I want to see the kitchen more than anything.
At, the kitchen is first, so if you want to see the kitchen, you're more than welcome to see the kitchen.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, so I would like.
It's on the way.
Now, the kitchen is an open door into this room. Um,
I'm sorry, which one is the kitchen you said?
6'4". So it's the top
Okay.
6'4".
middle.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so we basically come out here and just go right across.
Yeah. Basically,
Literally, the kitchen is attached to the main room. Okay.
yeah, the
Would it
Buddha
help
statue's
if we
looking
put
into
our-
the kitchen. Basically.
Would it help if we put our tokens on the map?
I mean, you can.
It's just gonna cover things up. There's not really a whole lot to.
No.
Yeah.
It's not
fair.
size. I don't have it sized up for tokens. So the tokens wouldn't.
It's not a.
match the area.
It's not a map. It's a diagram.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Maybe
Okay.
I should try stealthing and searching the other areas of the temple.
How are you gonna stealth in broad daylight? It's not invisibility.
Good point.
I mean, the guy's standing right there. So unless you got some magic we don't know about.
I mean, I have the dagger, but I don't know how to use it.
Okay, so when we get into the kitchen,
Mm-hmm.
I imagine they have steam baskets for things like rice that these monks don't have a very complex diet. So it's probably like vegetables and rice. When I'm looking for those, I'm looking for any more of that white liquid.
Okay. Um, so yes, there are two younger monks in the kitchen. That look like they're preparing vegetables to go with some dried meat that's on one of the tables inside the kitchen. As you said, there's mostly baskets with noodles, some little breads, and uh, sort of like a couple containers of what contain a brownish liquid. Um,
So like smelling it, does it smell like a broth or something?
no, it smells kind of like a tea, like a green tea,
Oh, okay.
like
Oh.
that's being made. Um,
Okay.
but you can make
Yeah.
a spot hidden roll to see if you find any of that white liquid.
Sure. Spot hidden.
I'll assist in that.
Okay. I will wear a little purple dye then. Made hard.
Yeah. All right. You don't see any canisters with that white liquid in it, um, but as you sort of your eyes are scanning around, you see a dried stain of liquid in the corner. It looks like something splashed there. You don't know what color it was because it's been mostly soaked up into the wall, and the rest of it has been wiped clean. But there was something definitely there.
Do you know what direction it's been heading
Look-
toward?
Or like what side of the room it's on? Is it north,
All
south,
right,
east,
so
west?
it's right going to be in this corner. If you see my, yeah,
Okay.
Oh, I think I know what it might be.
What?
Uh, I'm gonna try and fast talk my way through this. This temple is very beautiful. Like, I just wonder what more is at stake in this temple to be seen and witnessed.
oh, there's nothing that your eyes cannot see here. I mean, you can go wherever you wish, see whatever you wish.
Hmm.
I guess I'd head off this
Yep.
way and then make my way down this way.
Yep, and you're gonna pass an arch before on your left, and at the end of the hall, where it seems like the hallway ends, is a large white urn with some wavy designs on it.
An urn, nice.
Irna is right there?
I'm gonna
No,
try
the
and
urn is
spot
right here at
it.
the bottom. This black square.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Those urns.
I'm gonna see if I can do a spot hidden all around here to see if I can find anything.
Okay.
Anyway, where's the spot hidden? Spot that hidden.
Nothing really jumps out at you as strange. The walls are all uniformly brick. There's no decoration back here. Aside from the corner that you're standing at and the urn at the opposite end, there's no features. I mean, there's some scones in the walls for torches, but that's it.
Where are the
I'd like
torches?
to take a closer look at this urn.
Where are the staunches for the torches?
So there's one here, one here, one here, and one here.
I guess I'll take a look at the urns.
Okay.
The wavy design, is it?
Sorry about the noise, by the way.
It's like a
Is it?
wavy.
It's kind of abstract, or is it like a
Yes,
weave?
it,
Okay.
it appears like an abstract design.
Okay. That doesn't seem to be depicting anything in particular.
No, and they're each.
Not like hieroglyph.
No, each
Is there
one is
anything?
probably 2 feet high.
Okay. Is there anything in the urn?
I don't know. Why don't you open it and
Yeah,
find out?
open it. I'm not gonna randomly tell you.
Oh, it's sealed.
There's a lid on it.
Of course, it's an urn.
Well, we would ask not to touch things, so I'm not going to unlit it.
Okay. That's wise. I think that's a good idea.
Anson, can you make a spot hidden roll?
That remains to be seen. I can attempt one.
Okay.
The way I'm rolling, no,
No.
I cannot make
Okay.
Nope,
a
not
spot
today.
hidden roll.
Not today. All right. So where would you guys like to go? What would you like to do?
Are there 2 urns in this room, or is
Yeah,
there just one?
what is in this area?
There's 2 urns. That's it.
Are they
Is it-
both identical, or are they like?
Just about.
yin
The
and yang?
the patterns on them are different, but they're almost identical.
So they look intentionally different, or are they just unique?
They're
Like,
unique.
you know,
Some of the
handcrafted, so they're
some of
not
the
exact.
designs are the same, and some are different.
Okay. And there's nothing else in this area?
Nope.
I'd like to ask the man, what is the significance of these urns, if I may ask?
Oh, those are the final resting places of those dearly departed, like myself. I will one day be in an urn like this.
I see.
Hmm.
So, do I take that to mean there are only 2 remains, or more than one person's
Oh,
remains?
there's
kept
only
in
one
each urn?
person in each urn,
Okay.
but there are several urns within inside this monastery.
I see.
Does each urn contain the remains of a monk that has
Oh, no,
passed on?
no. Just the lamas, like myself. So those monks who have
So-
ascended to lead the monastery, to lead the others in prayer to our glorious Buddha.
I see.
Can I do like an occult to see if this burial rite of these huge urns are aligned with Buddhism?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because something doesn't seem right. I have a sucky occult though.
So, I could go ahead and make the roll.
Yep, horrible occult. Maybe you should try. Get some more.
I
bad
can't
roll.
fail every roll today.
Oh, don't say
Oh my
that.
gosh.
Wow.
I'll take an extreme success.
Good job.
I suddenly know everything there is to know about Buddhism.
Yeah. You know quite
About
a
divine
bit.
inspiration.
Yeah.
For a lama, is believed by some that the preservation of the body is important. But if someone hasn't attained true enlightenment, there are other ways for them to just be near Buddha. But this is the way to sit at Buddha's side and be a messenger for Buddha.
So this
It's not unheard
doesn't
of, but it's
necessarily contradict.
yeah, it's not unheard of, but it's not very common.
Okay. Well, with that roll, could I perhaps discern some significance to the designs on the urns?
You would be able to tell with an occult roll that designs are more like prayers, symbolic prayers to Buddha, rather than
Okay.
a definite design.
Okay. All right. So that's not doesn't sound
Bad.
crazy. Um, all right. And just the urns are in this area.
Correct.
Okay. Well, this is fascinating, sir. I think a lot can be learned about a people by the way they revere those that have passed on.
Very true. Sydney agrees with you.
I'm gonna. Or is the old man looking away from at the urns with the others?
Yeah, she's looking at the urns.
I'm gonna test the torch staunches to see if any of them move a way they shouldn't normally.
Like you're looking for a switch or something, like a.
Like a hidden lever.
Gotcha.
We'll make a spot hidden roll. See if any of them.
Spot that hidden row. Spot that hidden row.
All right, so you try turning them and twisting them, and you put some effort to doing that, and you think one of them is gonna give, but you end up making so much noise trying to force the sconce to move in a way it's not meant to that
Could I make it a hard success?
you can, but it's not going to change the results.
Damn it.
You can tell pretty quickly that there are none of them are actual levers to anything.
Okay. So no secret passages.
Nope.
What's this?
I said it's an archway leading deeper.
Oh, I see. What's down this way?
It's
So
hard
we're-
to tell because
Did you guys want to go look at the library or not? Because we've looked at the
Yes,
kitchen and we've looked at the big huge urns. Do we want to go look at the library?
Yes.
Okay.
What's in this archway?
well, it's a dark corridor or darker corridor. There's not as many.
should go down it.
sconces. And the old man explains that this is the way to the library, some more storage areas, his personal quarters, and he sort of almost starts to say another word, but then he stops short and doesn't say anything else.
Can I do a listen roll to see if I might be able to tell what he was gonna say?
Yeah.
I would like to do that too.
Hold on, lost my sheet again. Get back here, you.
I guess we may as well jump in.
Gotta listen close. Yeah!
Right. So, Jack and Anson hear just the old man. He just barely whispers the name Risen.
What was that?
The Risen.
No, he just
The
says
Risen.
Risen. He doesn't say the Risen. He says Risen.
All right.
Risen.
All right.
Okay. That doesn't sound good.
No.
I'm gonna let the old man lead the way, and then I'm just gonna ready my handgun, because obviously the rifle would be too much of a giveaway.
Okay.
You think?
So he starts making
Please,
his way
sir,
down.
lead the way.
Do I see Winchester's hand go to the holster of his pistol?
Well, Jack,
I
you can
see
make
that?
a sleight of hand roll.
Guess I have to make a spot hidden.
I am spending 9 luck to make that a success.
And
Okay.
Sydney, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Okay. I guess I didn't see anything.
No. All right, so the old man goes down the corridor and takes a right where it forks.
Okay.
And he explains that the library is the first entranceway on the right. But the corridor continues beyond that.
Okay.
All right, so...
So we're gonna follow him.
he stops at the library. The entrance to the library.
Oh, okay. Well, we're at the entrance to the library, so we're just gonna. Rob wanted to look, so Anson, go look at the library.
I will
Go look
Go
at the
on in
library.
check out the library.
All right. So this room,
So where are we on the map? We're right here?
6-5.
Okay.
So that one. Okay.
The room is a mess of tall wooden shelves. Despite the size of the room, it's a very narrow space.
Okay.
So he wasn't lying when he said more than one of you would make it uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So it just looks cluttered. It doesn't look like somebody came in and thrashed the place or anything.
Yeah, it
right?
just looks cluttered.
Okay.
Like they haven't got a system in place for organizing.
Okay.
Now you can make a library use roll.
I hope so. The library use doesn't necessarily suck, but I did roll poorly. I would like to push that roll.
Okay. Then
Just
go ahead and
by-
push.
Take my time and just try to really put myself into it and I guess kind of lose myself in it. I don't. Where do you go? There you are. Please don't fail. Oh,
Well, you
good.
succeeded. So you take your time and you pull out. It's called a book in this scenario, but really what it is more like a bundle of pages that are tied together with hemp string.
Okay. And this catches my attention. Why?
Well, because it has some very strange drawings in it. Drawings
Okay.
of that knife that Jack has.
Oh, okay. That definitely would have caught my attention then.
And this strange insect-like animal.
I see.
But the most damning thing in that book, or that collection of pages, is that all the script looks just like the writing that you got when you searched Avery's house.
So more crazy people.
So it
more
looks like
crazy talk.
Stephen's handwriting.
Yes.
Okay. How can I try to piece together the message here? It's like got a picture of a knife and a giant bug, and
What else do you need to know?
can I try and figure out? Well, I mean, like, does it seem to tell me that the knife can kill the bug? Does it seem to say that the knife summons the bug? That the bug is attracted to the knife? I mean,
That the knife kills the bug, whatever, something like that.
yeah. I mean,
That makes sense.
I guess what I should ask is, do I have the time standing here to
You
try
do
and
have
figure
the
that out
time.
first?
You're not being rushed.
Okay.
And you can definitely show, your companions the manuscript that you found, but the old man won't let you take it out of the library.
Yeah.
So everyone
Do that.
sees.
What I'm going to do is lay the pages out. And I can't. It won't help me now, but might help somewhere down the line. And take photographs of the pages.
Okay. Can you make a luck roll?
Golly, I certainly hope so. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So on one of the last pages of this manuscript, a word jumps out at you, not just because it's written in red, while all the other characters are in black, but because this
Underlined
is the
with
only
7
English
exclamation
word.
points.
This is the only English word in the entire manuscript.
Okay, and it is
Tulpa. Tulpa.
Tolpa. That sounds familiar to me, but I don't quite.
Tulpa.
Would Anson know what that means with a 70 in English?
You wouldn't recognize the word, but you can definitely
Okay.
try a cult to see if you know what it is or what it's in reference to.
You know what? I'm going to spend 10 luck on that one.
Okay.
Make that a success
Um,
because it seems important.
from kind of what you understand, a tulpa is a spirit in Buddhism. A
Okay.
vengeful, evil spirit.
Oh, well, that makes a big difference. Of course, all the spirits we run into are vengeful, evil spirits.
Yep.
Okay. And was I able to figure out, does this look like a way to summon the thing or a way to banish the thing or
You have no idea, but
no idea? Okay.
judging by the way it's organized, it's almost like an encyclopedia.
Okay.
It's just a description of what that exists.
All
This is
right.
this, this is this, this is this.
And does it seem to suggest that the knife and the bug creature are related in some way?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. That was fun.
I need group luck roll.
Oh, I probably have the lowest luck now at 35. Anybody got worse?
On luck?
Yeah.
On luck.
Oh, we're making a luck roll.
A group luck roll,
Group
so
luck
lowest roll. I got a 35. Anybody
I got a
beat that?
73.
Oh, man.
You got the lowest, bro.
All right. And I
Yeah,
failed.
we failed.
Make up for that extreme success I got earlier. How bad is it?
Oh, nothing happens. But the old man says, now that you've seen our library, perhaps I can show you more of the grounds and, and I, of course, invite you to stay for dinner. We do have an empty bed for you can all fit. The rooms are not. The rooms are decent sized, so the three of you can fit in one if you wish.
Yeah, we are gonna have to stick together.
It being the 1920s, I would suggest that a separate room for the lady would be more appropriate.
Oh.
If we could
No, that's okay.
possibly actually,
Honestly, I don't want a separate room. It's not a good idea.
We only
Like I
have
was
the
saying,
one room
okay.
anyway available.
Okay, all right. Then needs must. That's I appreciate your hospitality.
All right. Um, and he starts leading you back the way you came. And when you get to the kitchen, you see a wooden tray being prepared with a small plate with bread, a couple of loaves of bread on it, and a small cup of water. All being arranged so it's easy to carry.
Is there a way to detect poison?
Could you eat it?
Yeah, you can. You can steal the bread and just.
We'd probably know fairly
Just
fairly shortly
eat it,
after.
bro. No problems here. Just eat it. I'll be the sacrifice.
You'd have to roll a sleight of hand to steal it, because there are monks
Yeah,
right there.
I'm not gonna steal it. I'm gonna. Oh, everyone's being served.
I don't even know who that's for. So that reminds me, though, sir.
Yes.
Would you mind if we dined with you?
Oh, of course.
What
These,
times are the dining times? Or the meal times?
so dinner is at sundown.
Okay.
There will be horns blown to signify when dinner is. Breakfast already happens, so I unfortunately can't. You can't join us for breakfast because there is no breakfast to be had.
That not a problem. We don't mean to be. We. It's not our intention to impose on you in any way. So
No, there's no imposition.
we don't expect you to change your routines for us.
Oh no, of
In
course
fact, we
not.
would rather observe your natural routines anyway. So
Gotcha. Okay. Well, of course you're welcome. You're more than welcome to observe. And he leads you back through the prayer hall and out into the courtyard.
okay.
And he leads you then, once you're outside, past the broken doors, to your left and down to the bottom where all those little rooms are, to this last one all the way at
Those are
the
the-
end. It says empty.
Of course. And these were the tents he was mentioning.
Yes.
Okay.
And
All the
it's
way at the end.
all the way at the end. The room it's decent sized room. I think on here even still says that each square is 10 feet, so it's a decent sized little
Oh yeah.
room that for the three of you to fit in. It's bare bones, cots to sleep on. A little bowl of water to wash yourself with, and a little kind of what looks like a box with a hole on it to use as a toilet. And that's it.
All right. This should do nicely. I mean, we have our
Okay.
stuff, so.
I take it they provide us like some kind of blanket or something like that, or some kind of basic bedding, right?
Um,
Clearly, whatever we're looking for is in that temple, but the only likely place it could be is in that dark area.
a couple monks will bring out blankets so that you're at least a little bit comfortable. But you don't see or hear anything else for the rest of the day.
Okay. Well, I mean, we have some time at least to discuss things.
We need a
Um,
plan of how to infiltrate the back area and look for the creature and destroy it.
Well, I think we're in a little 10-foot by 10-foot room. I think the plan is when it's dark out or when we can stealth, we leave the room and go back through those rooms behind the main worship room. It doesn't seem very difficult. Although, in all honesty, I don't know why we decided to stay in these little tents. We could have gone back to our campsite. The gate has been ripped off of its hinges. It's not like they can keep anybody out.
yeah, I mean, we could move down. I mean, the old man seemed eager to offer us a place to stay.
Yeah, that was
Um,
that's something I'm worried about.
yeah,
He
I mean,
seems a little.
I think monasteries are generally
He
fairly
seems a
hospitable,
he seems a
but
little too accommodating.
yeah, I mean, there's obviously something going on here.
Oh yeah,
They don't seem concerned that their gate's been ripped open. Um,
as I said,
so,
I
so,
think
so
they're.
obviously it's something they summoned, or at least something they were
Yeah,
expecting,
I think it's
and
something they
it's not
summoned.
hostile to them. Um,
Probably something they worship. So yeah, it's not hostile to them.
Either way, we're gonna have to fight through the trap.
well,
I think this monastery is pretty simple. I don't think there's a trap so much as there's a part of the monastery that they do the dark stuff in. I don't really think this is like, some part of Boston or Chicago where they really need to do very much. It's a remote monastery in the middle of nowhere. If some stranger or outsider comes, it's not like they can just pick up a phone and call the
yeah,
police or anything. I mean,
yeah. Its main defense is its isolation.
yeah, it's obscurity. I mean, remember we're in the Himalayas. There is not rescue is not coming.
There's no
So
train station.
yeah, there's not a whole lot they really need to do. If they want to open the door and let the monster out, I mean, there's nowhere we can run to that's safe. We're in the mountains. We run off into the mountains. We just die of frostbite and hypothermia, or we
Mm,
stay and the monster kills us. So I think the idea is to find it, but I don't think we should go at night because that's when it seems to attack, or that's when it comes out and does whatever its thing is, whether it's summoned or it's directed to or whatever. I honestly think that this seems like some kind of creature that during the day is, if it's a bug, it might be a nocturnal bug. So it might basically be kind of vampire-y and sleep during the day.
So
So
the
honestly, I
question,
think finding it during the day is better.
so the question is, how do we get in there?
Well, I mean, we haven't eaten yet, right?
right.
So,
I
we
mean,
go talk to Monk Guy and say, "Oh, we know it's late, but we haven't eaten yet. So, we were wondering, if there's some rice or, a meal or something." And then we just kind of wait for them to be distracted, and then we slip off into wherever we want to go. We have a whole bunch of guns. It's not like they can really, again, stop us.
All right.
I guess we could offend them, and they could go talk to the other people, and then, the villagers. But I think as long as we don't do things at gunpoint, I think they have to kind of be accommodated.
hmm.
All
Well,
right.
maybe.
So, do you guys want to go back in and see about trying to?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Before it gets too dark.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well,
it can't
the
can't
other
be
thing
that
that
dark
concerns me.
because we went early in the morning, so we've got to
Guess
have
I
like a
could.
huge amount of time.
I guess I
Yes.
could try pulling a fast talk to try and convince them that we need food.
Okay. Yeah, you can
uh,
definitely say that. You go back in first. Into the courtyard, and the old man is still inside the courtyard, and you can mention that you haven't eaten breakfast yet. That you're hungry.
Mm-hmm. We're hungry. Hard success.
Oh,
Good
I'm
job.
sure that the kitchen can accommodate. They've been preparing meals for special occasions, so I'm sure that they can get you something to accommodate your hunger. You just go in
Alright.
into the kitchen. The monks will be sure to help you. So I believe one of them has a minor understanding of English, enough to get you food.
Hold on, I gotta go see to another customer.
So you guys can walk into the prayer hall and then go up to where the kitchen is and ask for some food. And one of the monks eagerly hands over a couple bowls of rice for you to take back into the prayer hall and eat at one of the tables.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go
The
do that.
whole room is empty. Otherwise, aside from you three, there's nobody else in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
While we eat, I'm gonna say, I really do want to get back to the village. I think there's something there.
That we're missing?
Well, this knife is connected to this creature somehow. We got the knife in the village off the chieftain guy, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Now, what did he have the knife for?
He was the chief.
Was right, but was it to summon the thing? Was it to keep the thing? It looks like a sacrificial dagger.
Yeah.
So were sacrifices made to summon it? Were sacrifices made to keep the thing away?
Are you talking about this with us or with the guy?
Oh no, with us, amongst
Oh,
us.
okay.
Low hushed voices while we're eating. I I think we need to find out more about the way the chief used this knife, the purpose it has
I don't I
before
don't
we
dis-
encounter this thing.
I don't disagree with you, but we've searched the chiefs, the bowmen, the
Right.
we've searched his place. We found the vials. We've found clues that the professor stayed in that room for a while. We
Right.
found the book in the library that has the picture of the dagger and the picture of the bug. And no offense, but it's not like we have Google up here. We're just,
No.
I mean, we're kind of running out of resources that we could find anything in.
Well, we haven't really talked to anybody in the village about the daggers.
True, but again, it's their sacrificial dagger that we took off of the dead chief. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think we
good
can,
as a
I don't
point.
think
I
we
mean,
can have a I don't think we can have a magic circle and just say, "Hey, everybody, we found this dagger. Anybody want to like tell us what it does and how it works?" I don't think that's going to happen. Mainly because I don't think they know. I think like most ritual things, it's one of those things that's handed down from like one person to the next person. It's like it goes chief to chief to chief or elder to elder to elder. And I don't think they have a class in how to use the ritual dagger of summoning 101. But we can go ask. I just think asking is going to has more of a potential to create problems than it's
no,
actually going to give us
yeah.
answers. We're not going to get a manual.
No. I'd just like to have some clue as to what.
But I mean, like, don't you already know? Basically, I mean,
Eh,
dagger, bug. Obviously, they're connected somehow. There's not going to be like a sign or a sticker saying, in case
no.
of bug attack, use dagger and stab in heart. We're not going to get that. Sorry.
No. I agree with you. We're not going to get.
But if you want to go
exact
talk to
answers.
villagers, now's the time to go do it because it's like midday.
Yeah.
So do we want to like excuse ourselves from the monastery and go back into the village and have better lunch there and see if we can't find anything else out?
Let's just stay. I mean, I feel
Okay.
like there's more, but I don't know.
I think there's more too. I just don't think we're gonna find like the
Right, we're not gonna
packet
find
of
it.
papers that's gonna say, "Hey, this is how the ceremonial dagger is used." I don't think we're gonna find that. And I think you could go into that library, and I mean, even with reading Mandarin, I think the best we're ever going to find about anything is maybe some more pictures, maybe a short description. But going through that library is going to take us like, I mean, the guy that was here before us took forever. I mean, we have like a few hours before nightfall. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Let's just continue as we're going then. I don't.
Okay, but what do we want to do? Because I mean, obviously, we know looking at this map, we've looked at the main courtyard. We've looked here at the main worship hall. We've looked here in the kitchen.
Yep.
There are a couple of rooms we haven't looked at, but
Right, a couple
using
rooms.
meta information, they've all got the same
Right.
numbers, and they're probably storage.
So we could go look in G8 in the
These
six
look like
eight.
little chapels here.
Yeah, they look like
Unless they're
little.
open, so
Yeah, they look like little like prayer booths or something.
yeah, there's little chapels or something.
I mean, if you guys want to go look at those.
What's Sebi is the question.
Yeah, it's this area up here that it's this area right here we don't know anything about, and it's probably something.
Something, occult, something.
Yeah, there's down at the end there too, but yeah, I mean, well, they said we could wander around as we liked.
Might as
Let's
well
wander
walk.
around as we like.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check 6-6 real quick.
All right.
Well, don't go running off. What do you think? Should we head down to 6-6 first?
I mean, can we get there? I mean, are we gonna?
You were told that you can go
Yeah, we were told we could go wherever we
you
want.
wanted to.
So let's just see where we can go before somebody tells us we can.
So are you going to go right or left in that darker, under the mountain area?
Well,
Jack
Jack
to
seems
6-7 or down to 6-6?
Yeah, Jack seems to want to follow the southerly path first. So we know the library is down in that area, but
I'm definitely gonna keep my rifle out for this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna unsling my rifle too.
All right, so
yeah,
you make your way.
I'll have my revolver ready. We'll stop here and check that room out.
Okay.
Just because I don't, my character doesn't know there's a 6-8 there and then several other places.
Yeah, it's a storage room with some fabric sheets in them, like folded up neatly, bags of dried rice, it's a storage room.
It's a storage room. Okay.
There's absolutely nothing special about it whatsoever.
All right.
This one.
But as you continue down the hall curves a little bit and comes to an abrupt dead end of mortared stonework.
Similar to the other walls in the area?
Well, you can make spot hidden rolls.
Okay. Or at least try. Fuck.
Didn't work, huh?
I am having a rough time here today. I got a few successes. I can't complain too much.
Oh, yay!
But
all
dang.
Right. So, Jack and Sydney, you can see that the flat stone wall where at the dead end is different than the stone walls to either side of the hallway. And Sydney, with that hard roll, you can see that there's a brick kind of about eye level that seems that there's no mortar around. Like it can easily be moved.
Okay, I'll walk over to it and I will take the brick out.
You pull it away. It's kind of grinds against the stones around it, but it doesn't, put up any kind of resistance. And you can kind of see the room beyond it is dark.
Anybody get? I actually think I have a flashlight or an electric torch, or what is it called?
Yeah, we did take flashlights because it was dark when we left the camp.
Compass matches. Yep, I have an electric torch.
Do I dare type it?
Do it! So I'll take out my electric torch, my flashlight, and I will shine it into the room.
All right. It's a small little room, but you can see that it's mostly an empty space. There's a little mat in one corner that seems like it's been slept on, and in the other corner some hay and dried stuff where you can use for a bathroom. And there is a person sitting on the floor in the middle of the space, his legs crossed, facing away.
Okay. So
you hear a whispered voice saying, "Who's there?"
In English?
In English?
Yes. Very broken, but he is speaking English.
And I say, "I'm Anson, and we're Westerners, are you okay?
I am
This is
here
I'm
of my
Anson.
own will.
Okay. Well, it was a nice meeting your brief acquaintance. I've introduced myself, Anson, and I'm here with Jack and
And Sydney.
Sydney, and we're might we have your name? It'd be polite to introduce yourself. Say hi.
I am risen.
Oh, you're risen. Oh, okay. Um,
Um,
okay.
Risen.
Is that like your stage name or your performing name? I mean, it's kind of like, did your parents hate did your parents hate you or I don't. Okay, psychology is not this character's thing, so
Risen, can I ask you a question?
Yes. But please, I tired.
At the mountain pass near the village, there was a woman attacked by something. And it fled in the direction of this temple.
It was the tulpa.
do we know what Topa is?
Yes.
I know what a tulpa is.
Oh, what's a Topa?
That's a evil Buddhist evil spirit,
Oh,
vengeful spirit.
I seek to defeat the tulpa.
A tulpa is created. It can only be destroyed by the one that created it. However, you may be able to redirect it. Destroy the trigger of those thoughts and make it leave.
Wait,
Make it
would
flee.
this be the trigger? I think I know what the trigger was. Although I think you might be upset.
No.
Should we tell?
You carry a knife. But that is
Yes.
not where the tulpa comes from.
Or is it?
He doesn't answer you right away. And finally he says, teacher took it.
Teacher took it.
Well, thank you for your help.
yeah.
We will leave you alone now. We appreciate your knowledge and your assistance.
Yes.
Well,
We
like-
appreciate your words. Very, yes.
Your extremely cryptic, unhelpful words.
Yes.
I'll slide the brick back into place.
I guess
Okay.
only one other place to check is
The other way.
All right.
Guess we'll head the other way.
So you head back the way you came and the other way down the hall. The first two rooms that you passed on your left are exactly they're storage rooms again. Just filled with more food and actually, someone can make an intelligence roll. Doesn't matter who.
I can
Okay.
do it.
I can do it. I have a 75 intelligence.
Go for it.
Hey, we both made hard successes.
You guys have, walked around the monastery enough to get a good idea of how many people there are, and there's a lot more food than there would be for people to eat for a whole year. So either the monks are starving themselves, or they're feeding something else.
Interesting.
And
Well, if they're feeding something else, at least they're only feeding it like rice and stuff.
yes, it's all dried food. It's rice, beans, that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But there's a thick door at the room at the end of the hall.
Ah. And this is at this end right here?
Yes. No, right here, 6-7 at the top.
Okay.
That's where
A
we
thick
met.
door.
Yep.
Okay. Does it have a keyhole or something that we can look through?
It does have a keyhole. It does appear locked.
Okay. Can we look through the keyhole?
Yeah, you can. The room beyond is dark. You don't see anything
Oh.
through the keyhole.
That's
The
not gonna
question
help.
is, does anybody have
Lock picks? I can't pick a lock. Sorry.
me either?
What about Jack? I bet you Jack can. I bet you he can pick a lock. Right, Jack? Jack? Jack?
I can't.
Oh. Don't you have an elephant gun though?
Yes.
Well,
So-
that'll pick a lock.
So you don't need to pick a lock if you can blow the door off its hinges. So, I mean,
We don't need
Yeah.
to pick a lock. We'll just blow the door up.
Right. But before you start giving Jack any ideas, because we all know how impressionable he is,
yeah, it's very true.
do we want to use the elephant gun down here
No,
to open the lock? Okay.
probably not. No.
Let's make that very clear to Jack then.
I'm gonna listen at the door. What can I hear? Can I hear anything? roll
You
my
don't
listen.
hear. You don't need to roll. You don't hear anything.
No. Yeah, it sounds like it's empty. Still can't pick the lock.
Well,
Wait a second. There's got to be a key somewhere, right? Right?
probably
So-
somewhere, yeah.
Or someone. So what we have to do, really, all we have to do is find the person who has the key, and they're the evil mastermind. That's all I got.
Then you can use your elephant gun, Jack.
Then you can use the elephant gun, Jack.
Oh man.
Jack's like, yeah, I get to use the elephant gun again.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who do you want to go see about a key to this room?
You guys want to try Mr. Miyagi?
That would be my first guess.
Either he has the key or he knows who has the key, where the key is.
All right.
Or he does and he lies about it, in which case we'll know he's lying. Or we'll have a chance to figure out if he's lying.
All right.
We go looking for Mr. Miyagi.
You find him in the courtyard. He is helping plant some vegetables in one of the gardens.
Of course he is.
And he looks up when you approach and smiles. Oh, welcome. What can I do for you?
Give us the key. No.
really direct.
Why mess around?
So, Mr. Miyagi, we were exploring the monastery and we found a door to the north hallway of the archway that was really solid and heavy, but it was locked. And we were hoping maybe you either had the key or the key was so that we could investigate.
Oh. That's just storage rooms up there.
Ah. We noticed that you have the number of monks you have living here, you have a lot of stored, food for over a year's worth, by my calculations.
Yes, well,
Doesn't that seem kind of odd to you?
some things keep better for longer, and we take donations whenever we can.
Ah, yes, donations. Of course. I turned to Jack and Ashton and say, donations, guys. That's why they have so much, because they get a donation and they have to do something with it. So what do? They put it in a room.
Yeah, it's like a food bank.
Yeah. Literally.
Hold on, I'm gonna PM something to what's his name? Anson?
Yeah.
Give me a minute.
Am I Anson again? Or am I still Sydney?
No, you're answering.
Okay.
If you would like, you can join me in the garden and help us plant some food. If you stay around, you might see it grow.
Certainly.
He,
I would love to help.
he offers you
You'll have to
tools.
excuse me. I've lived most of my life in cities, so I don't have a lot of experience with such things.
Oh.
But
It's
I'm
very
eager to
simple.
learn.
Make a natural world roll.
A what?
A natural world.
What's natural world?
It's a skill.
I
It's
know.
basically nature, but it's
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah, you struggle with planting seeds appropriately.
No,
Jack just takes
just
it
stick
and
in the
he's-
ground, you dummy.
He makes little
Like this?
perfectly
No.
neat little hole in the trench and puts a seed in, covers it up just enough to cover the seed, but so that the plant can still grow.
And I'm clueless.
Yeah, you just put a hole. Make like a really messed up hole. You throw a bunch of seeds on, pile on all that dirt again.
A little hole, then I put dirt in the hole. I put the seed on top. No, that's not right.
I have a little experience with planting crops on an expedition I went in Africa.
Okay, Mr. Farmer Brown.
Farmer Winchester.
Farmer Winchester.
Sydney, since you weren't helping with the plants, you can make a spot hidden roll.
Okay. I didn't see
Oh
nothing.
no! Do you wanna risk it?
No, that's a lot of. That'd be a lot of luck to push at.
You could, you could push it if you didn't want to spend the luck. That would take.
Okay, I'll push it.
A
Sure.
lot.
Yeah!
You see that on the old man's belt is a single key.
Ah. Okay. So we know where the key to the storage room is. Or what's really in there.
Mm-hmm.
We just need someone with a sleight of
Although-
hand that doesn't suck, or
Although here's the thing.
just clone
if-
that doesn't take it.
Those bugs were so tough, it's hard to believe that a wooden... I mean, you saw the gate door. It was
Yeah.
almost ripped off its hinges. It's hard to believe that an interior door, even a heavy one, would do anything. So, would be any obstacle. So,
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
now
not
that we think of it,
necessarily thinking that the Tulpa is in that room. In fact, I'm leaning towards that the Tulpa and the old man are the same guy myself.
ooh,
But it may
or
be
maybe
he
the
just hit
Tulpa
the
is
spiritual thing.
has possessed the old.
Right, something around that nature. But there's obviously there's something that they don't want us to see in that room. So that means it's worth taking
You
a
think
peek.
you could take us
Yeah.
to look at the storage area? I might be able to help when it comes to like pests like rats and things like that.
Okay,
Because he's got an elephant gun.
right,
So,
but
I know how
like,
to make a proper rat trap.
okay, but we need to get into the room. So,
Yeah, we need the key. And we know who's got a key.
My plan is out of character to lure him here, go in with him and the group, club him, take the key, then go in.
You could certainly do that. If you can convince him to show you storage rooms.
Yeah.
It kind of like fast talks mentioning an idea of using like a pot or urn with a light plate or something kind of attached in a spinny way with some bits of food or smeared paste food on the interior so rats can go in and then fall into the pot.
Make a fast talk roll.
Can I get a bonus die for that because that is ingenious?
No, you can't.
It's better roll than no roll, I guess. Yeah! Yeah!
It is something that we can consider. But we don't have much problems with rodents here in the monastery.
okay,
I suppose if you want to go into the food storage rooms and see if there's any problems, you are more than welcome to.
I think that in of itself would be like a... What kind of check would that be to make that contraption?
jeez,
Uh,
I don't know.
It's
kinda-
certainly
Engineering,
not
maybe?
repair. It's certainly not heavy machine.
True.
You have any kind of mechanical?
I mean, personally, I'd think it'd be a survival check because you're making a trap.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you wanted to do, then yeah, survival roll would be appropriate, I guess. And you can construct something like what you described using what you can find around the monastery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But that doesn't get you into that storage room at the end of the hall.
Is the old man with us?
No. He's still out in the courtyard. He's basically said, yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
But he knows we can't get in there. So as we're walking back, I tell them he has a single key on his belt. So he does have it.
Does anyone have sleight of hand?
Do you have sleight of hand?
No.
Is there even such a thing as sleight of hand? I didn't
Yes.
think that
Yeah,
was.
mine is the base 10%.
Oh, I think mine is too. Because I didn't even recognize it. So, yeah, 10%.
So what we're gonna have to do is someone's gonna have to distract the old man while two of us try to grab the key.
Or we wait until he's asleep or using the toilet and we take it then.
I guess we could try that.
Or we could do the, you know, break through the door type of thing.
Yeah, we could try to bust the door down, but
Break
That
the
would,
door
yeah,
down.
that doesn't sound like. Honestly, the more I think.
We'll pick up
Thank you.
right where I lost internet service. You last I knew, you guys had all basically stolen the key to that mysterious locked room at the back of the.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's about it.
Now it's time to go see what secrets lie inside the room.
Oh, death and dismemberment. We'll be lucky if it's not dismemberment.
All right, so what would you guys like to do since I'm just going to assume you're right back at the locked door? Can you hear me? Oh God, now what the hell's the problem? Oh. I'm just going to restart all of that because it is being stupid as fuck. Be right back. Because it was working until this thing actually connected, then it stopped working. Oh. Why was that? Okay. Now, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, hear you just fine. That
Alright.
was an amazing insurance commercial.
All right.
So I guess we
Hold on, I'll
decided.
go check. Honey, can you see if the stars are right? But it's daytime.
I guess we're gonna try listening at the door again to see if we actually can make anything out.
Okay.
So, how do I roll listen again? Oh yeah, I just pushed the button.
Yep.
I don't hear anything. I think it's empty.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one. Oops. Oh, hey, there you go.
All right. Well, you hear nothing when you listen at the door.
Nothing.
What does
Here-
nothing sound like it's doing?
Here at HPL Insurance, we cover everything from rats in the walls to rats in people's faces.
I think
Well,
we need to unlock the door and take a look.
All right.
All right.
You have the key, so the door feels heavy when you put the key in. It clanks, and you kind of have to force it. Like the door hasn't been opened for some time.
Yeah. Well, why don't
will-
I open the door since you guys have the big guns?
I will say this
Okay.
much: I am definitely
And
gonna pull out my rifle.
And
Yes, I am switching to. Sydney is switching to her rifle as well.
Okay. And I will. Does the door open out or in?
In. It swings in a little bit.
Okay.
My
All right.
Guerre BA rifle, 30-06. All right.
So I will turn the key and open it up.
All right. So you push the door open. It swings into the room. The room is dark.
We all have lights.
You all have flashlights. So
Yes.
you scan into the room. It's a small room. It's about. And so I realize it's the same size room basically as the little library was. And it smells in this room.
Indescribable.
It reeks. It smells horrible in here. It smells like decay. It's
Like
probably
decay,
the
like-
most nicest way to put it.
Like decay of flesh or
I
decay
think
of wood or.
Well, when you
I
look
think it-
around the room, you can see what looked like someone had been living in this room and living all day and all night in this room. So
I guess
there is excrement in the corners. They're not even. It's too cold for flies, but if there were flies in the area, they would be amassing themselves around.
Moving cautiously into the room. Sylvia, I can't believe I'm ever saying this in a role-playing game, but I would like to literally investigate the shit.
All right,
See how old it is.
you can
I'm
gonna-
make a spot hidden roll. If you
Is the
All of us
blue
are-
hiding?
if you want to.
I guess I
Well,
do.
maybe I don't.
I guess I don't want to step in the shit today.
That's true. What the heck? I'm senseless today. Apparently, I can't hear. I can't see.
Good thing the rest of us are not.
Yes.
I guess.
You know, I'm just gonna make a mock con check to see if I can keep it together with the stench.
Yep, go right ahead. You're right.
We should have to make we should have to make a dodge roll to not avoid stepping into the shit.
In the middle of the room, there's like hay that has been laid out for like bedding. Only the corners seem to have been used as bathrooms.
Okay.
But there are what looks like streaks of chalk, of black charcoal on one of the walls.
I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
And upon close inspection, it looks like there had been something on the wall that had been removed.
About what
And
size?
pretty big. I mean, you look in the up the wall a little bit, you can see what looks like a piece of paper that is still stuck to the wall,
Okay.
making you think the piece of paper is easily 3 feet
I
across.
wonder.
It was a huge piece.
I wonder if this is the room that the guy actually stayed in. So how old does the poo look? Like, does it look
Well,
like it was recently occupied, or like,
First of all, does it look like human poo?
it does look human.
Okay.
Um,
I don't know if I don't know how that's better,
it,
but
it looks like it's human poop. I mean, that's if you had to
Okay.
guess. I don't know. Do you guys have any expertise as into the
Well, I mean-
decay of poop?
I'm
I'm
gonna.
looking to see if I have forensics. No,
well,
I don't.
no.
gonna-
But,
I'm gonna take the piece of paper and see if I can find anything that piece of paper might be linked to, because it might be what we're after.
Well, the piece that's still there is just all it is. That's on it is paper. There's
It's
no
just a
writing
corner.
on it. It was just part of a larger piece.
Does the paper look like it was machine created or more like hand created? Like something these monks up here would make versus something that would come from the city, from a paper mill.
No, this looks like it was made at the
Okay.
monastery.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah,
Hence why I'm
handcrafted.
taking.
and
hence
these
why
marks
I'm
on the wall?
taking-
There's just charcoal. Whatever was on the paper, it seems like the streaks went beyond the edges of the paper.
Ah, okay.
I
So-
wonder if this is the room he was really held in.
Well, somebody was in here.
Yeah. I guess we're gonna search the room thoroughly. We don't find anything
Yeah, I'm gonna
else, right?
maybe
All right.
kick around the hay and see if there's anything within the hay.
All right. Anson, you can try making a spot hidden roll.
I can try again.
Come on, you can do it.
Oh, look, I made a roll.
All right. So
How
you're
exciting.
pushing the hay leaves around, and you see something that's really out of place. It looks like a small picture, small photograph.
Okay. All right. I will.
Yeah, you would pick it up and inspect it, and it is a picture of people you recognize.
That wouldn't happen to be the our
Hold
boy's
on,
family, would they?
I gotta type in something real quick for this chat.
Yes, it is. It is the parents, Sammy Avery's parents.
John and Sarah. Okay. Yeah, I think this is where our boy definitely was staying. Turn it over. Is there any writing on the back or
No, there's
anything
no writing
else
on the
about
back.
it interesting? Okay. Yeah, I'm going to continue to sift through the hay until I'm
All right.
confident there's nothing else in there.
You guys are confident that there's nothing happening in the room.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's take the photo and that we found and get the key back, and hopefully we can avoid someone even discovering that it was missing.
Maybe we should see
Good
if the
idea.
picture is what we're after.
But before we leave, go glance up at the ceiling.
Nothing, just plain
Anything-
rock,
Okay.
same as the walls.
Okay,
All right.
time to lock up the door.
Get out, pull the door closed, lock it back up. Who stole the key?
I
Which one
think
is it?
Sydney did while you guys were distracting the
Okay.
guy.
All right. I'll give the key back to Sydney.
All right,
I think.
I have a group luck roll.
Oh, who's got the
Uh,
worst luck here? I have a whopping 35.
I have a
That'd be you.
73. I guess it's
There you
you.
go.
What the heck? All right. Man, now my not again. Oh, I swear it hates me. What the hell?
Please.
Oh, dear God, my freaking Discord just crashed again on me. Oh. All right. So, as you guys make your way back down the hall the way you came, around the corner comes a bald monk. Doesn't have a shirt on, but he's carrying what looks like a cat o' nine tails whip.
Oh.
A little kinky.
Oh, I didn't realize it was that time of day.
It's that kind of monastery.
I guess. Well, why don't we just walk past him like we're
Yeah,
we're
like-
supposed to be,
like we're
and
doing
he's
what
where
we're
he's
doing.
supposed to be, and-
He points up at you guys and starts shouting.
Oh. Do we shout back? Or do we just pretend we don't understand and walk past him? I mean,
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
shrug and say, I can't understand you.
Okay.
and do it really loud and slow so that he can't
Yeah.
understand you. Because that's
Yeah.
always the secret to language
Yeah,
acquisition.
yeah. I can't understand you. I'll make hand gestures that absolutely don't exist for that kind of concept, and just basically make myself look like an idiot tourist or something.
All right.
That's always good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he going to do? He has a whip, we have guns. I mean, seriously.
They have numbers.
We have enough bullets, I think.
Okay. So.
Oh no, you rolled a
Let's see.
6.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a
What does
that's a
that mean?
6.
He rears back and he's going to actually attack Jack Winchester.
Oh, the one guy in the party who is the most likely to open fire on someone.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, don't shoot him.
Yeah, I was too. I was like, anybody else would try unarmed combat first and just try to subdue him, but nope. Jack's gonna shoot him.
He hasn't fired that elephant gun for
Hey.
longer than a whole session. He's
got an itch.
he's jonesing to pull that trigger.
Yep.
Got. So.
Yeah, as soon as he makes for Jack, I do yell out, "Don't shoot him!"
You gotta be kidding me! Fine.
You can try to dodge out of the way.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is unarmed combat. You can dodge, or you can hit him back.
You fight back. Use the butt of your rifle.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna try and do is butt him with the rifle.
Okay.
That's all I can do really, but let's see. My fighting brawl isn't very good, so unless I can use the butt of my rifle as rifle proficiency, I doubt that's gonna count.
Well, if you're better at it, go ahead and dodge.
Yeah. Do whichever one you're better at.
I mean, I don't suck at brawling, so I could try and subdue him if you just avoid his attack.
Hey, yeah, it's 3 against 1. We could all gang up on him.
Yeah, true.
There it is. Anyway, so that's gonna hurt. That's gonna. Or did he even attack?
He's winding up to attack. So.
Not dodge.
Did we
as
do
soon as
Dad's order
my thing loads.
here? Or?
So are we gonna roll? We don't roll initiative. It's just turns go in order of dex, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you want to attack him, he's
attacking our guy, so we're gonna. Sydney's gonna try and subdue him
Okay.
with unarmed combat.
Yeah, I'll try and grab him from behind and just.
Wait, so I basically wasted a dodge roll?
Nah, pretty much.
No, I wouldn't say. I mean, you failed, so.
I failed at hitting the guy,
Yeah.
subduing the guy too. So let's
All
hope
right.
you're better at it.
I'm gonna try and grab him here. We have been rolling.
No. Okay. So let's see if this will ever load.
God, we suck.
I don't have to just do. Come on. Come on.
Jeez.
Because my computer decides it wants to go slow.
Bad computer.
My computer's being so bad today.